Worldwide, hundreds of different light vehicles have been used for military utility service. They are commonly employed to transport troops, personnel, weaponry, supplies, evacuate wounded personnel, and a variety of other functions. Today, We the Buzz would like to present the top 10 light utility vehicles in the world. This list is based on many factors such as mobility, reliability, payload, and the most important one here is production numbers or the popularity of the vehicles. So without further ado, let's get started. Up first at number 10 is the Euro Vamtac. This is a Spanish four-wheel drive military vehicle that is used for reconnaissance, command and control, fire support, and tactical transport missions. The Spanish armed forces have received more than 2,000 of this vehicle. It is also used by a number of other countries, and it was most recently deployed in Afghanistan and Syria. Vamtac may be equipped with a variety of weaponry such as machine guns, grenade launchers, anti-tank guided missiles, air defense missile systems, and many more. Vamtac's armor include a reinforced body that is entirely comprised of ballistic materials for further protection. At number 9 is the Gas Tiger. This is a Russian four-wheel drive all-terrain infantry mobility vehicle that was initially issued to the Russian Army in 2006. It is primarily employed by the armed forces of the Russian Federation, although it is also utilized by a number of other countries. Rapid reaction teams and special forces use the vehicles to undertake escort missions, patrols, and counter-terrorist operations. A 7.62mm or 12.7mm machine gun or a 30mm automatic grenade launcher can be mounted on the rooftop of a standard Tiger vehicle. At number 8 is Iveco M40. The Italian Army is presently using the Iveco M40 series of light utility vehicles. This vehicle was created with excellent off-road and on-road mobility in mind, and more than 1,400 of these combat vehicles in various variants were acquired by the Italian armed forces. Now, vehicles from this series have been sold to a variety of nations, and at least 10 NATO nations have ratified it. An M40 series 106mm recoilless rifle or anti-tank guided missile launcher, as well as different machine guns, may be mounted on this vehicle. At number 7 is Beijing BJ 2022. The People's Liberation Army uses the Beijing BJ 2022, a 4x4 utility vehicle built by Beijing Automobile Works. It is the Chinese Army's most extensively utilized 4x4 vehicle, and it is still being produced in large numbers. Some paramilitary and law enforcement forces also utilize it. A standard BJ 2022 features a four-door body that is entirely enclosed. The vehicle delivers exceptional mobility, ride quality, and performance in on- and off-road conditions. At number 6, we have the Pinzgauer. Steyr-Daimler-Puch in Austria designed the Pinzgauer, which is an all-terrain military utility vehicle. The vehicle's adaptable architecture allows it to conduct a variety of specialized tasks while meeting a variety of operating needs. Armed forces in 29 nations across the world use the Pinzgauer family of military utility vehicles. The Pinzgauer 2 is equipped with modular add-on armor. It protects against small arms fire, artillery shell splinters, and IED blasts. With armor fitted, it may be utilized as a protected troop transporter. At number 5 is the Toyota Land Cruiser. Various military and paramilitary formations, non-governmental organizations, and militant groups all around the world use this vehicle. The Land Cruiser was produced in large quantities, and it has produced around 4 million of these vehicles since its debut in 1953. Land Cruisers are frequently transformed into makeshift battle vehicles with heavy machine guns placed on tripods. There are also a variety of improvised adaptations, including anti-aircraft guns and missiles, anti-tank missiles, recoilless rifles, and artillery rocket systems. Up next at number 4 is UAZ 469. This is an off-road military light utility vehicle which is simple in design and technology. Its simplicity allows for easy maintenance and repairs. It was used by the Soviet and other Warsaw Pact armed forces as well as paramilitary formations in Eastern Bloc nations. Seating for 7 people was standard on military variants. This vehicle was exported to more than 70 nations throughout the world. There were about 2 million of these light utility cars made, and Russia continues to build an improved version of this off-road vehicle with minor upgrades. Number 3 on the list for the top 10 light utility vehicles in the world today is the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. This vehicle is also known as the Wolf in German Army service. It was built from the ground up as a military vehicle in the early 1970s. It has been exported to more than 60 countries, and every year between 4,000 and 6,000 of these vehicles are built for both military and civilian users. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class was designed mainly for rough terrain conditions, and turret rings are found on some vehicles which are mounted with machine guns or automatic grenade launchers. Coming in at number 2 is the Land Rover Wolf. This is based on the Land Rover Defender introduced in 1994. This light utility vehicle is in use by the UK military as well as a number of related Commonwealth forces, the Italian forces, and has also been used by the US Army in Korea and more recently in Iraq and Afghanistan. Across 80 to 90,000 Land Rover light utility vehicles are produced each year, with over 10% of them going to military customers around the world. It can be equipped with 7.62mm or 12.7mm heavy machine gun, Milan anti-tank guided missiles, and also the H&K GMG grenade launcher. And now at number 1 spot is none other than the Humvee. Also known as High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle, which is now the world's most extensively utilized military light utility vehicle. The Humvee is primarily utilized by the US military, but it is also utilized by a variety of other governments and organizations as well as civilian applications. During the Gulf War in 1991, the Humvee was widely used to navigate the hazardous desert terrain. It has become the vehicular backbone of US forces around the world. Over 10,000 Humvees were employed by coalition forces during the Iraq War. Humvee has been described as a vehicle with the right capability for its era, designed to provide payload mobility in protected areas. It was also sent into Afghanistan following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. The body is made of aluminium, which reduces its weight and provides high resistance to corrosion. It can also carry military equipment, including machine guns and anti-tank missile launchers. And with this, the Buzz is signing off, but don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you've enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for viewing in, we'll see you next time, bye bye.